She left. She walked away from everything you had, leaving you with a gaping hole in your heart and a million questions racing through your mind. But what if I told you that you have the power to turn this around? What if you could make her beg to be a part of your life again? It all starts with you. This is not about manipulation or mind games. This is about becoming the best version of yourself, a man so confident, so fulfilled, and so irresistibly attractive that she cannot help but regret her decision. This transformation is not just about getting her back. It is about creating a life so fulfilling that you become the prize. It is about becoming a man who adds value to the lives of those around him, a man who lives with purpose and passion. When you achieve this, you will find that you do not need to make anyone beg to be with you. Instead, people will naturally be drawn to your energy and want to be a part of your life. But how do you start this transformation? How do you go from feeling lost and broken to becoming a man she cannot help but want back in her life? That is exactly what we will explore in this video. We will dive deep into the steps you need to take to not only heal from your breakup, but to emerge stronger, more confident, and more attractive than ever. Are you ready to jump on this journey of self-discovery and growth? Are you prepared to put in the work to become the best version of yourself? If so, buckle up. This journey will not be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. By the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to becoming the man she will beg to be with again. More importantly, you will have the tools to build a life that makes you proud, regardless of whether she comes back or not. Let us begin this transformative journey together. Your new life starts now. Right now, you are probably feeling a whirlwind of emotions: hurt, anger, confusion, and perhaps a deep sense of loss. These feelings are normal, but they can be overwhelming. You might find yourself replaying the relationship in your mind, wondering where things went wrong. You might be tempted to reach out to her, to beg for another chance, to promise that things will be different this time. But here is the hard truth. Those actions will likely push her further away. Why? Because they come from a place of desperation and neediness. They show that you have lost sight of your own value, that you believe your happiness and worth are dependent on her presence in your life. The real problem is not that she left. The real problem is that you have forgotten who you are without her. You have allowed your identity to become so intertwined with the relationship that now, without it, you feel lost. This is a common experience after a breakup, but it is also a dangerous one. It can lead you to make decisions out of fear and desperation rather than strength and self-respect. You might be asking yourself, how did I get here? How did I become so dependent on this relationship for my happiness? The answer lies in a common misconception about love and relationships. Many of us grow up believing that finding the right person will complete us, that a relationship will solve all our problems and fill all the voids in our lives. But this belief sets us up for disappointment and heartbreak. No relationship, no matter how good, can be the sole source of our happiness and fulfillment. That has to come from within. When we rely too heavily on a relationship for our sense of self-worth, we put an enormous amount of pressure on our partner and on the relationship itself. So, if you are feeling lost right now, know that it is not because you have lost her. It is because you have lost touch with yourself. You have forgotten your own strength, your own passions, your own dreams. You have forgotten that you are whole and complete on your own. But here is the good news. This feeling of being lost is actually an opportunity. It is a chance to rediscover yourself, to rebuild your life on a stronger foundation. It is a chance to become the man you have always wanted to be, the man who does not need a relationship to feel complete, but who chooses to be in one because it adds value to his already fulfilling life. In the following sections, we will explore how to seize this opportunity. We will look at concrete steps you can take to rebuild your sense of self, to rediscover your passions, and to create a life that is so compelling that she and others will be drawn to you. Remember, the goal here is not just to get her back. The goal is to become the best version of yourself, because when you do that, you will find that you have options. You will be able to choose whether you want her back in your life, rather than feeling like you need her to be complete. Are you ready to start this journey of self-discovery and growth? Are you ready to stop feeling lost and start feeling empowered? Then let us move on to the first step in this transformative process. The first and perhaps most crucial step in your transformation is to stop chasing and start leading. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, if you want her back, should not you be pursuing her? Should not you be showing her how much you care? The answer, surprisingly, is no. Chasing someone who has pulled away only lowers your value in their eyes. It sends the message that you do not believe you are worthy of love and respect unless they give it to you. It puts them on a pedestal and you beneath them. This dynamic is not attractive and it is not sustainable. Instead of chasing, you need to start leading your own life. This means focusing on your own growth, your own goals, and your own happiness. It means making decisions based on what is best for you, not what you think will win her approval. It means reclaiming your power and your sense of self. This shift from chasing to leading is not easy. It requires a fundamental change in your mindset. You need to start seeing yourself as the prize, as someone of value who has a lot to offer. You need to start believing that you are worthy of love and respect, regardless of whether she or anyone else gives it to you. One of the most powerful ways to make this shift is to focus on self-improvement. This could mean setting new fitness goals, learning a new skill, or pursuing a passion project you have been putting off. When you invest in yourself, you send a powerful message both to yourself and to others. You are valuable, you are worth investing in. Another crucial aspect of leading is setting boundaries. This means being clear about what you will and will not accept in your life. It means saying no to things that do not serve you, even if that means saying no to her. Setting boundaries shows that you respect yourself and that you expect others to respect you too. Leading also means taking responsibility for your own happiness. Stop waiting for her or anyone else to make you happy. Start creating a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. Pursue hobbies that excite you. Spend time with friends who uplift you. Set goals that challenge and inspire you. As you start leading your own life, something interesting will happen. People will be drawn to you. Your confidence and sense of purpose will be magnetic. You will start to see yourself differently, and others will too. You will no longer be the man who is desperately chasing after a woman who left him. You will be a man who is confidently pursuing his own path, open to love but not dependent on it. This shift from chasing to leading is the foundation for everything else we will discuss. It sets the stage for a profound transformation in how you see yourself and how others see you. It is the first step in becoming the man she will beg to be with again. But leading your own life is just the beginning. To truly become irresistible, you need to build a life that speaks for itself. That is what we will explore in the next section. Now that you have stopped chasing and started leading, it is time to focus on building a life that speaks for itself. This is about creating a life so fulfilling, so interesting, and so purposeful that it naturally attracts others to you. It is about becoming a man of substance, a man who adds value to the world around him. Building such a life is not about impressing others or trying to make your ex jealous. It is about genuinely investing in yourself and your passions. It is about creating a life that you love, regardless of your relationship status. When you do this, you become naturally attractive, not just to your ex, but to everyone around you. So, how do you build a life that speaks for itself? It starts with identifying your values and passions. What matters most to you? What excites you? What makes you lose track of time when you are doing it? These are the building blocks of a fulfilling life. Once you have identified your values and passions, it is time to set goals that align with them. These goals should challenge you and push you out of your comfort zone. They should be specific, measurable, and time-bound. For example, if fitness is important to you, you might set a goal to run a marathon in 6 months. If learning is a passion, you might commit to reading a book a week or learning a new language. But setting goals is not enough. You need to take consistent action towards achieving them. This is where many people falter. They start with enthusiasm but give up when things get tough. To build a life that speaks for itself, you need to develop discipline and resilience. You need to show up every day, even when you do not feel like it. As you work towards your goals, you will start to see changes in yourself. You will become more confident, more skilled, more interesting. You will have stories to tell and experiences to share. You will become someone who others want to be around, someone who inspires and motivates others. Another crucial aspect of building a life that speaks for itself is cultivating meaningful relationships. This does not just mean romantic relationships. It means building a strong network of friends, mentors, and colleagues who support and challenge you. These relationships add depth and richness to your life. Remember, the goal here is not to create a perfect life or to become a perfect person. It is about continuous growth and improvement. It is about always striving to be better than you were yesterday. This journey of self-improvement is never ending, and that is what makes it exciting. As you build this life, you will find that you no longer need to chase anyone. People will be naturally drawn to you. Your ex may start to see you in a new light. She may start to wonder what she is missing out on. But even if she does not, you will be living a life that fulfills you, a life that you are proud of. Building a life that speaks for itself is a powerful way to become attractive. But to truly transform, you need to let go of what is holding you back. That is what we will explore in the next section. As you work on building a life that speaks for itself, it is crucial to address the things that are holding you back. These could be past hurts, limiting beliefs, or unhealthy habits. Letting go of these obstacles is essential for your personal growth and for becoming the man she will beg to be with again. One of the most common things that hold men back after a breakup is clinging to the past. This might manifest as constantly revisiting old memories, holding on to physical reminders of the relationship, or refusing to accept that the relationship is over. While it is natural to grieve the loss of a relationship, at some point, holding on to the past becomes detrimental to your growth. Letting go does not mean forgetting or pretending the relationship never happened. It means accepting that it is over and choosing to move forward. It means learning from the experience rather than being defined by it. This process can be painful, but it is necessary for your healing and growth. Another common obstacle is limiting beliefs. These are negative thoughts about yourself or about relationships that hold you back from reaching your full potential. For example, you might believe that you are not good enough, that you do not deserve love, or that all relationships are doomed to fail. These beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies if you do not address them. Challenging and changing these limiting beliefs is crucial. Start by identifying the negative thoughts that run through your mind. Then question their validity. Are they based on facts or on fear? Once you have identified these limiting beliefs, work on replacing them with more positive, empowering thoughts. Unhealthy habits can also hold you back from becoming your best self. These might include things like excessive drinking, neglecting your health, or isolating yourself from others. Identifying and changing these habits is an important part of your transformation. Letting go also involves forgiving yourself and others. This includes forgiving your ex for any hurt she may have caused you and forgiving yourself for any mistakes you made in the relationship. Forgiveness does not mean condoning hurtful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. As you let go of what holds you back, you create space for new growth and new possibilities. You become more open to new experiences and new relationships. You become more resilient and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Remember, letting go is a process. It does not happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Each step you take towards letting go is a step towards becoming the man you want to be. Letting go of what holds you back is a crucial step in your transformation, but to truly become irresistible, you need to become irreplaceable by living with purpose. That is what we will explore in the next section. Now that you have started letting go of what holds you back, it is time to focus on becoming irreplaceable. This is not about making yourself indispensable to one person. It is about living with such purpose and authenticity that you become a unique and valuable presence in the lives of those around you. Living with purpose means having a clear sense of who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to achieve in life. It means aligning your actions with your values and working towards goals that are meaningful to you. When you live with purpose, you exude a sense of confidence and direction that is incredibly attractive. To start living with purpose, you need to define your values. What principles do you want to guide your life? Is it honesty, courage, compassion, or something else? Once you have identified your core values, make a conscious effort to embody them in your daily life. This consistency between your beliefs and actions creates an unshakable sense of integrity. Next, set clear goals for yourself. These should be goals that excite you and push you to grow. They could be related to your career, your personal development, or your impact on the world. The key is that these goals should be aligned with your values and should give you a sense of direction and motivation. Living with purpose also means developing your unique talents and skills. What are you naturally good at? What skills have you developed over time? How can you use these abilities to add value to the world around you? When you focus on developing and using your unique strengths, you become irreplaceable. Another crucial aspect of living with purpose is cultivating emotional intelligence. This involves understanding and managing your own emotions, as well as being able to empathize with others. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate relationships more effectively and to connect with others on a deeper level. As you live with purpose, you will find that you naturally become more confident and self-assured. You will no longer feel the need to seek validation from others because you will be secure in your own worth. This inner confidence is incredibly attractive and will draw others to you. Living with purpose also means being willing to stand up for what you believe in, even when it is difficult. It means having the courage to pursue your dreams, even in the face of obstacles. This kind of authenticity and courage is rare, and it makes you stand out. Remember, becoming irreplaceable is not about being perfect. It is about being authentically you and continually striving to be the best version of yourself. It is about adding unique value to the world in a way that only you can. As you become irreplaceable by living with purpose, you will find that your ex and others will start to see you in a new light. They will be drawn to your sense of direction, your authenticity, and your unique value. But to truly cement this transformation, you need to rewrite your story and embrace growth. That is what we will explore in the next section. As you continue on this journey of transformation, it is time to focus on rewriting your story and fully embracing growth. This step is about taking control of your narrative and committing to continuous self-improvement. It is about seeing your past, including your breakup, not as a defining moment of failure, but as a stepping stone towards becoming the best version of yourself. Rewriting your story starts with changing the way you view your past experiences. Instead of seeing your breakup as a devastating end, try to see it as a valuable lesson and a new beginning. What did you learn from the relationship? How has the breakup made you stronger or more self-aware? By reframing your experiences in this way, you transform pain into wisdom and setbacks into opportunities for growth. Embracing growth means adopting a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. It is about being open to new experiences and willing to step out of your comfort zone. This growth mindset is crucial for personal development and for becoming the kind of man who is truly irresistible. Start by setting small, achievable goals for personal growth. This could be reading a new book every month, learning a new skill, or pushing yourself physically through a new fitness challenge. As you achieve these goals, you will build confidence and momentum, which will encourage you to take on bigger challenges. Part of rewriting your story is also about changing the way you talk about yourself, both internally and to others. Instead of focusing on past failures or current struggles, start emphasizing your strengths, your progress, and your potential. This does not mean ignoring your weaknesses, but rather viewing them as areas for improvement rather than permanent flaws. Remember, growth is not always comfortable. It often involves facing your fears and insecurities head-on, but each time you push through discomfort, you become stronger and more resilient. This resilience is incredibly attractive, as it shows that you can handle life's challenges with grace and determination. As you rewrite your story and embrace growth, you will find that your entire outlook on life begins to change. You will start to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles. You will approach relationships, including potentially reconnecting with your ex, from a place of strength and self-assurance, rather than neediness or desperation. As you implement these steps, stopping the chase, building a meaningful life, letting go of the past, becoming irreplaceable, and rewriting your story, something magical happens. You start to feel different. The pain that once consumed you begins to fade, replaced by a sense of purpose and excitement for the future. This is the moment when everything changes. It is not a sudden, dramatic shift, but rather a gradual realization that you have become a different person. You are no longer the man who was left behind, desperately trying to win someone back. You have become a man of value, someone who adds richness and depth to the lives of those around him. In this moment, you will notice that people respond to you differently. Friends and family may comment on your newfound confidence or the positive changes they see in you. Colleagues might show you more respect or turn to you for advice more often. And yes, your ex may start to see you in a new light. But here is the beautiful irony. When you reach this point, getting her back is no longer your primary focus. You have created a life that is fulfilling and meaningful on its own terms. You have become the kind of man who does not need a specific person to complete him, but rather chooses to share his life with someone who complements his already full existence. This is the moment when you truly become irresistible. Not because you are trying to be, but because you have become a genuine, authentic, and self-assured individual. You are no longer trying to be what you think others want you to be. Instead, you are confidently being yourself, and that is incredibly attractive. In this moment, you may find that your ex reaches out to you. She may express regret for leaving or show curiosity about the changes she sees in you. But regardless of whether she does or not, you will be in a position of strength. You will be able to make decisions about your romantic life based on what truly aligns with your values and goals, not out of fear or desperation. This is the moment when you realize that the journey you embarked on to make her beg to be with you again has led you to something far more valuable, a life that you love, with or without her in it. As we conclude this journey, it is important to remember that this is not the end, but rather a new beginning. The transformation you have undergone, from a man desperately trying to win someone back to a confident, purposeful individual, is just the start of a lifelong journey of growth and self-improvement. Your new beginning starts today, right now, in this very moment. It starts with a choice to commit to yourself, to your growth, and to creating a life that you love. It starts with the understanding that while relationships can add joy and depth to our lives, they should not be the sole source of our happiness or self-worth. Moving forward, continue to invest in yourself. Keep pursuing your passions, setting new goals, and pushing yourself to grow. Maintain the habits and mindset shifts you have developed throughout this journey. Remember that becoming the best version of yourself is an ongoing process, not a destination. In your relationships, whether with your ex or with new people who come into your life, approach them from a place of self-assurance and authenticity. Share your life with others because you want to, not because you need to. Look for partners who complement your life and support your growth, rather than those who complete you or fill a void. If your ex does come back, wanting to be with you again, take the time to evaluate whether rekindling the relationship aligns with your new self and your goals. Do not rush back into something simply because it is familiar or because it was once what you wanted. Ensure that any relationship you choose to be in adds value to your life and supports your continued growth. Remember, the goal was never just to make her beg to be with you again. The real goal was to become a man who does not need anyone to beg for his presence, a man who is confident, purposeful, and fulfilled in his own right. You have become that man. Your story is still being written and the pen is in your hand. Each day is an opportunity to add new, exciting chapters to your life. Embrace this opportunity, live with purpose, love with authenticity, and continue to grow and evolve. Thank you for joining me on this journey of transformation. Remember, the best is yet to come. Your new beginning starts now. Embrace it with open arms and an open heart.